It's the Ultimate Pool Champions League. Cole Bedford is back. Chaos Ball resumes. And the real man in focus. Is his opponent, Mr. Scott Gillespie. Scott needs to win. If he does that, he'll find himself in a 6-red shootout. I asked him about it earlier on in the night. And he did mention that for a while he did have the slowest 6-red shootout time, but his general record is actually very, very good.
Yeah, he's got a couple of really quick ones in him as well. He's got to get there first, and this is not what he wanted to see, which is Cole Bedford finding his game perhaps for the first time tonight.
Yeah, that's what Cole can do.
Solid break, really sound, and hear how good that sounded, rather. Looks like red to the play here. Might be a tricky cutback to start off with, though. Get the cue ball right. Yeah, that's perfect. Now find your route. Might be able to play this one quite a bit of side and just try and track right behind the plant. I decided just to play natural and play on the plant. The reason I was saying you could track, if you get straight on it, and you could have played on the red into right centre at the same time, and once that one's out of the way, it's kind of fairly routine, but it is probably fairly routine anyway, the way these are laid out from here. Just the pressure of the situation. I still think the one I was talking about, the one that's sort of level with the cue ball on the left there, it's the one, if you finish low on it, you'll be going into the yellow. It's not a great last ball for me for that reason, unless you land really good on it. Takes this to bottom right now, then I think even whichever way around he goes, he's probably leaving it as last ball.
This is all on the cue ball then for Scott Gillespie. He's got a plan. And it's not like the plan isn't workable, he's just got to be precise. Yeah, it might not get as nice a look at the 8 ball as he would have hoped when he started the visit, that's all. I think there's more room there than it looks. Only thing is he's going to be screwing this towards right centre pocket. And obviously the shorter you leave it, the more chance you've got of the yellow being in the way. It's an uncomfortable shot, but there is room. And I like that. Just took all of it out of play. Just said, you know what, I don't want any part of that. I'll leave myself the trickier 8 ball. Out the pocket.
I think that last clearance is a prime example. Obviously, not always going to get his first chance here as well, and it's a good one. But just going back to my point, yeah, that the last frame's a prime example. I think there's a period over the last few years where he would have tried to get better on that 8 ball because he's not feeling that confident out there, and you know, it's not an 8 ball that a professional pool player should ever think about missing. But it's strange what can go through the mind out there when there's no confidence. And you know, when you see Scott, you know, he's just making good, smart decisions out there. He looks like he's a very confident player.
That's what we talked about earlier. It's mindset, isn't it? It's thinking, how can I pop this 8 ball rather than how do I make sure I can't miss it. And even it's almost like an affirmation. in that mindset.
It's another lovely layout for them though, isn't it? There's just a case of picking your route, trying to keep it as simple as possible, take the mistake out of play. Getting on the one in the middle of the table, it's not tricky of course, but it would be so much easier if that had already been taken out of the way. Helps that all the yellows are on the bottom end of the table here, so he's pretty much got a third of the table, if not more, to play with in terms of positionally getting onto the 8-ball, so even if he doesn't quite land perfect, it's still fine.
Yeah, it's just confident quality pull from Scott Gillespie. Very, very good indeed. But it will mean there is a group with an unbeaten player in it who goes out.
Yeah, it does happen.
Doesn't often happen with 2 wins and a draw, mind. Happened to Cole last year, he had 2 draws and a victory. Finished second in the group behind Stevie Dempsey, eventual finalist. Scott finds another good break, and these yellows are an absolute dream, really.
Yeah, he couldn't hope for better than this.
Do you know what the best part about it is? He's got one awkward ball on the table and he's landed on it off the break. That's when you know you're feeling good.
Yeah, it's just lovely. It really is. I mean, when Cole makes the break clearance in the first frame, you're thinking, oh no, this could be a tough one for him, but he's had 3 really good chances off the back of it, and of course, yeah, he's made the most of the first 2, and I mean, I fully expect him to take these out as well.
It's not even as bad as balls, I realised as well, because it's accessible to right centre from the balls on the top left, so he even had options. It's just a dream layout at this stage of the night.
Yeah, I was with you as well. I thought it was going to be tricky, get that one in the middle, take it out of the way, but actually now it's a good connector because it goes to the right centre, to the one underneath the 8-ball, which I suspect will be his last ball. Possibly the only shot that can go wrong. He just wants to float the gap here. And now it's just you're in drop-in scenario. He's slightly annoyed with himself because he's the wrong side of this one, which means he's going to leave him the wrong side of the next one. But it's a bit like it was in the previous frame where he just left himself that shot of the 8-ball, didn't try and do too much. Same thing, you don't need to worry too much, just get yourself a shot at it.
Yeah, he's forced it across a little bit.
Yeah, just pinch the pocket on that one just enough. He was actually straight on that last one, so just pinched it, and this time, I mean, if he's straight, you just stop it dead rather than tracking down. Yeah, it's all pretty simple stuff for him.
It's just confident. It is really just confident play.
I think I would want to have a go at it just to get a bit of the rhythm going and, you know, just have it fresh in your mind. Oh, that 8-ball's finished awkward.
Six red shootout for a group winner since first week of the competition, where Tom Cousins got over the line against Kyle Cope. We are very good odds on it happening again.
Hangs his head because he was trying to play on the yellow to left centre to be able to play the cannon, but I just wonder if there's a cushion first 3-ball plant available. He's not really looked at it. I thought he might have been on it there. It looks like he's trying to play this one off the red, send the red up and do the work. Yeah, done enough, just about.
That's a really nice way of going about it. Lovely shot that from Chaos Cole. Actually, in this match, just done precious little wrong. He's played well. His only visit to the table, he cleared up. His second visit to the table, he's cleared up. Oh, I'll say that, yeah, just about. Yeah, hand up. You better.
So that hanging up would have been huge for Scott.
Crunching break.
Nothing's gonna drop.
Oh, and there you see the reaction.
Yeah.
There you see it. Have a watch of this. It's almost immediate.
Yeah, especially with the jaws being rattled all over the place and nothing will drop. And people might be watching and going, you know, his big nod of the head for the dry break, but if you weren't with us when he won the British Open a few weeks ago, he had a few dry breaks at the wrong time and Tom Cousins caught fire and he lost a match where he really didn't do much wrong.
He's going to have one big shot in this frame to play Cole, who is looking to play spoiler.
And it's not even that tough. I mean, it's just make sure you get the cannon and it should just pop out naturally. Ooh, just got into it a tip too much for me. Just a little awkward now.
Cushion first brings the cue ball across nicely.
I think the 8-ball's in the way for the right side. Not likely to pot it here. Here's going to be a foul, not reaching the cushion, so here we go. Scott Gillespie to wrap it up.
Well, you don't expect these to be missed. Hold yourself together, time for Goobsy.
Yeah, don't overthink yourself here. Just first couple of shots, just deal with the little section of the table here around the 8-ball and you're pretty much done.
Doing the right thing here, just in case. Absolutely making sure on every shot. Looks confident and assured. Lovely. Oh, pop the kettle on quick. It's 6 red shootout time. Scott Gillespie wins his last match of the night under a little bit of pressure from Cole Bedford, who more than played his part And we will go the distance.
First go at it, and he's going to need low 20s, really.
So here we go. Rules are simple. Cue ball and object ball must be stationary. Quickest time wins. It's a lovely break, and it's a good chance for the Cookie Monster to go quick.
He just pulled that back where he could have done with stopping it dead and gone right centre. So it's just killed a few seconds there. It's still going to be a very good time.
You couldn't wish for much better for your first 6 red shootout. Looks like 21 high for the Cookie Monster. And, well, he will take that.
Yeah, that was impressive for your first ever go. That really was. And I have to say, I do think he could have gone quicker as well. I think if he drops the one in, I think it was the second shot. If he drops it in, almost kills the cue ball straight away, then he's dead straight. The whole thing with 6 red shootouts, you don't want the cue ball moving. So dropping it in dead weight, then he's already in position to go right centre, and he could have played them all as stop shots and not had to worry. We'll get to see it again here, and the referees will check there's no foul. But for me, if he kills this one in there and then goes into the centre, he could have gone even quicker.
Yeah, that was a link shot, wasn't it? That was the key. I'll tell you what, referees are checking this one as well, just to make sure the cue ball was fully stopped for every shot. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I would much rather be in my position than the referees. That penultimate shot, wasn't it, was tight.
It's very tight. The 5th shot, yeah, it's very, very tight. The cue ball has to be stationary. So you'll be watching the spots on the cue ball here.
So it's not this shot, it's the one coming.
Yeah, keep your eyes on the spots here.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, I think that's, I mean, I think this is going to get called a foul, you know. It's really, really tight. And it's such a huge decision here.
Yeah, the difference is you don't see it come to a full stop before the cue strikes through the cue ball. You just don't get that frame of stationary cue ball. It's razor close. So Scott Gillespie has 27.4 to beat. That's come out lovely.
We had to do a lot of running around the table there. Don't miss and he's going to be okay.
Yeah, that just dropping in is perfect for him. Very good this from Scott, you've got to say. Very, very good indeed. And Scott Goobsy Gillespie has done it via 6 red shootout. He's becoming quite the pace man in ultimate pool terms. A kiss of the badge for his beloved Adrianians as well. And he is on a roll at the moment with ultimate pool. Scott Gillespie qualifies from Group 12 of the Champions League.